Hey everybody, it's James again with Tabletop Trysts, and you guessed it, I am out for a walk, except this time I'm not heading to the coffee shop. I'm just taking a quick trip over to Gatekeeper because I happen to be in Berkeley today, so that's cool. And I wanted to talk a little bit about continuity. And I don't mean continuity of the storyline or continuity of character actions or anything like that. I mean continuity of sessions and scheduling those sessions, and how important it is really to be able to get those sessions scheduled. I always hear about players and DMs alike who talk about these great campaigns that they're running and how awesome they are, and the next thing you know, somebody can't show up to a session, or so-and-so has an emergency pop up, or somebody's always late, and then the campaign just fizzles out, which means that it's done, no longer being used. And that epic campaign with that awesome story and that great character that you created is, well, it's gone. So I want to talk about the importance of setting a schedule. Now, let me reiterate that schedules are important. Making sure that you have a set time and day that you all will be meeting is very important. However, it's also important that yes, things will come up. Yes, there will be scheduling conflicts. It's really important to put something on the schedule, but then also have backup plans, have contingency plans, have things in place for if, you know, you run into an issue where somebody can't show, or you have an issue where somebody's gonna be late. So have those already put in place, so that way, if something comes up, you're able to pivot really quick. Because a lot of times the reason why things happen the way that they do with these campaigns that die out is really just the frustration of rescheduling when something does go wrong. Definitely get a set schedule in place, because then that also sets up a commitment already, right? You're already aware that you're gonna have to do that. You're already aware that that's gonna be a day that you have a game coming out. So you're more likely to be able to keep that schedule. However, again, have that backup put in place as well. Hey, if this Sunday we can't meet, well then we'll meet the Saturday instead. If somebody's not available, what are we gonna do? Are we going to set up where we need to reschedule? Are we gonna set up where that character's just not in that session? Are we gonna set up something where, me personally at my table, what I'll do is something called character and background, where the character's still there, it's still assumed that they're doing things, it's still assumed that they're making contributions to the story. However, because the player's not there, of course, they're not actually doing anything. I even go a little bit further though, with the player's permission, of course, where if it's somebody essential for their skill, like let's say it's a rogue and that's the only rogue in the whole party, and you know, there's gonna be a lock coming up that needs to be picked, because I don't want to penalize the other players, right? But I digress a little bit. Point is, at the end of the day, make sure that you set up a set day and time that you're gonna meet every single time. Make it a regular thing, make it something that you'll be able to keep, and then on top of that, go ahead and set up some contingency plans in case something does come up. Now that's not gonna be perfect. There's still gonna be times when unfortunately that campaign does fizzle out, but at least now you'll give it a much better chance to succeed. So thanks again for taking a little bit of time out of your day. If you do like these walking videos that I'm doing, make sure to like and subscribe so that way you're notified anytime I have anything coming out here at Tabletop Trysts. Once again, thanks for sharing the secret with me.